I'm Fuddled Fox FM and this is Bitesized FM, Football Manager in under 10 minutes. After a season of pretty much mostly lows, I think, a few high spots, beating St Etienne 6-1 was a definite high spot, but it's not been a vintage season for us. We do go into this final game of the season with a chance of making Europe. We're taking on FC Wil, who are just behind us but on the same points, but we've got a 5 goal difference on them. Doesn't mean we won't lose that to them though, the way we've been playing lately. We're in 5th place. 5th place will be enough to get into the second qualifying round of the Europa League, which would mean we would have 3 games to play to get into the group stage. The reason 5th place is enough is because Basel and Lugano are contesting the Swiss Cup final, so they've already qualified for the Champions League, so that means the extra place from the Swiss Cup final gets moved to the league. Ideally we'll overtake Zurich and get 4th place, which means we have to play in 1 less qualifying round. Makes it slightly easier to get into the group stage. Hopefully we won't lose because we've got, well, there's at least 3 clubs that can overtake us. We could finish as low as 8th. One thing that shouldn't happen is I shouldn't be sacked. I literally, this week before this game, signed a new contract with the club for another 2 years. So that's a weight off my mind. It was starting to get towards the end of the season. I was thinking, if I don't make Europe, is that going to be it? Is that going to be save over, or going to be looking for another job? At the bottom of the table, Grasshopper are on the same points as FC Wil, so potentially Grasshopper, actually they've done really well, a couple of wins there, they've got them out of trouble, or not completely out of trouble, they can still go down, got a better goal difference than Wil though, but it'd be nice to see our would it be nice to see our rivals go? It's quite nice playing in Zurich derbies actually. So how have we got ourselves into this position? It's certainly not through our good form. Since the winter break we've only won 4 matches, a lot of draws in there, but yeah, really not good form at the moment. But we'll see how we get on against Wil. So we've got Rakowski in goal as usual, then Sal, GC, Hubac, Pogba returns at the back 4. Good to see Pogba back in the shirt, played the last game as well, he plays this one. Mandragora is the deep line playmaker, Khalifa is the attacking centre midfielder, Boy the advanced playmaker, Brown and Kurt are the wingers, Duamena plays up front. And yes, I was playing 4-4-2 in the last episode, and I've changed back to 4-3-3 or 4-1-2-2-1. I've changed formations too much this season, kind of lost our way a little bit this season. It's our first highlight then, haven't got the league table or anything open because it's all about what we do in this game. Also the weird way the Swiss always there on the attack. Zanelli is going to make it 1-0, Hodzic does, I was just about to say it's all about what we do. Nice ball out for Zanelli, uses pace. Good cross in. There were 2 of them queuing up at the back post to put that one away. And what I was saying just before they scored was, if I bring the league table up, what it shows me is only the results from the second half of the season, which isn't much good. It doesn't tell us whether we're going to keep in that 5th place or not. So that's another half of football where we've created absolutely nothing. We've got no creativity, we've got creativity, that's a stupid thing. Kurt's a good player, Brown's a good player, so is Boy really good passer and good vision as well, but we just create nothing at all with this team. And I think I'm going to get aggressive with them, show me something else. Is in Ali, already created 1 goal, is Ali. This looks dangerous, this looks like a goal. It is going to be a goal. No, it's not. Zanelli put it straight at Rakowski. You might guess we've conceded a lot of goals from crosses. Bringing it forwards, here's Ali. Cross in, he put it back, he's unmarked. Driven on, good save by Rakowski. Absolutely driven there. Feel again. Lopez, that Hodzic. Fiolik, we concede another one now, it'll be all over. There's Ali, it's got goal written all over it, there we go. So I'm kind of predicting goals as they come now. It's just got to that point with this team. Now this second half of the season's gone, you just know when they're going to score. A win for Duamena, now go on, got all this space, you've got pace. And he puts it wide. He's told me he wants to go to Celta Vigo, but he was shooting like that, he can go to Celta Vigo, good luck to him. Duamena. On his pace, using his pace, sorry. Oh, why shoot there? What's the bloody point? So we've got to make some at least attempt at trying to get something out of this game. We've gone to attack him, we've gone to a 4-2-4, everyone's pushing forwards. We're just going to see if we can get ourselves back into this game. Hodzic, FC Wil just passing it around. They know this result should be enough to get them into Europe. It's Fiolic, and this is good save by Rakowski. He kept us in this game. Been about 5-0 if he hadn't made some saves. Throwing a ball in for Hoxha. Go on! And the one chance we really get is a good save. Really big ball forwards for Hoxha. Really good ball for Hoxha. It's Duamena, and that is 2-1. And we've got 10 minutes left. Can we get a draw out of this game? Possibly. That could be enough. Good ball in top by Mandragora. Hoxha running onto it, nice ball across, low, and Duamena tucked it home. Pushing everyone forwards. Hoxha Brown, not troubling the goalkeeper though. 5 minutes left. We're going to go to overload as well actually. We're into the 90th minute. Is this going to be the final chance? Moso, get the cross back in. Brown. In fact, it's a foul, it's a penalty. We don't know if this is going to be enough. Got rid of the scores. I can't remember who we're supposed to be looking for and what results. What really matters is what happens in this game. I don't know who will be taking this penalty, but they need to score it for us to stand any chance. It's Duamena. And he does score. I thought I was going straight at the keeper for a minute. So we get the draw. I say the league table only shows what has happened since Christmas and the winter break. Did we deserve a draw? I'm not sure. We were decent in the last 10 minutes, weren't we? Before that we didn't really create much, but I'll take the point. We'll move on and see if we did make it into the top 5. So the answer is we did. On goal difference from FC Wil. FC Wil must be gutted conceding that final penalty. FCC on a relegated, and yeah, we scraping by the skin of our teeth. I don't feel like we reserve any sort of European football this season. We finished 5th in a 10-man league. And yes, somehow we get ourselves the chance of competing in the Europa League this season or next season. I don't know. Doesn't feel right to me, but never mind. Rafael Duamena had 19 goals, top goal scorer. So I mentioned in the commentary, I think he wants to leave. He wants to go to join Celta Vigo. To be honest, I've not much I can do to keep him. If they put a wad of cash down on the table, he'll probably be going. Izzy Brown had 11 goals. He had a productive first season with 8 assists as well. Sininker had 10 goals, and I need to try and get him tied down to a contract for next season. He's out of contract at Hertha Berlin. Assists, it was Duamena with the most, then Kurt, then Izzy Brown had 8. The highest average rating was Florentine Pogba, only played half the season. Duamena played most of the season, second highest. Then Mandragora, who we've got on loan again next season, and then Kurt and Sal. Might see if we can get Sal again next season as well. He's pretty decent for us. So here's just a quick confirmation that we've qualified for the Europa League. As I said before, it's going to be the third qualifying round, and there's 4th qualifying round, then there's a playoff. So it's going to be an early start to the season next year with European qualifying, but the season starts the end of July anyway in Switzerland, so it's an early pre-season. We come back for pre-season in June. So yeah, we'll get started early. Gonna do a lot of business this summer. Gonna be a lot of players leaving, I think. Gonna try and almost rebuild the squad. Try and keep hold of some of the better players we've got, but we need a lot of work if we're going to be challenging up above 5th place. I want to be really secure in our European football next season. Basel look completely untouchable. I mean, they won the league by an absolute country mile this season. 84 points to Lugano 61. Lugano were then 10 points clear of Lausanne, and then it was just a bunch there. Well, I'd like to be where Lugano are next season, if not challenging Basel, but at least getting into that Champions League spot. We've got to show some progression, which we really haven't done this season. We've gone backwards because we finished 3rd last year. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more.